Hey guys, Bobby here, and today this is going to be my Call of Duty World War II reaction, thoughts, basically just video that I'm just going to talk about everything that came out about Call of Duty World War II in the past few days. And yeah, let's just get into it. I'll have screenshots on screen over top of the gameplay. I'll have, the tweets, the different articles that I'm reading. I'll put all that in there over the top so you can see what I'm talking about. To start off, though, we do know that if you pre-order, you'll get a private beta. You're going to get access to that. Obviously, PlayStation is going to be first because they have the exclusivity rights. Kind of similar how Xbox 360 used to back in the day. Luckily, back then I was on Xbox, but now I'm on PS4. I actually have an Xbox One now, and I still have my 360, or a 360. So either way, I can play it. And this way I can play, like Halo and those kind of games. I'm not really limited to one platform. But yeah, so if you pre-order the game, you're going to get access to the beta. I'm sure what's going to happen is the first week is going to be private, and then it's going to open up. Everyone can download it. That's just what happens. It's what happened in the past 2 times, I believe. At least Black Ops 3. Excuse me. But yeah, so that's interesting news. That's great. I feel like when we get betas for these games, they end up being much better. Alright, next piece of news. The different editions that you can buy. There's the base edition, $60, just it's the game. Then there's Digital Deluxe, which is the game and the season pass. Which is, pretty standard. It's going to be $100, which makes sense. I'm assuming Digital Deluxe means it's only online, or only available digitally. And then there's the Call of Duty World War II Pro Edition, which is the game, season pass, and a collectible steelbook. I'm probably going to opt for that just because I love steelbooks, and 2, I might as well get the season pass. Although that does kind of make me think that they're not going the route that I thought they might have. Or at least they might consider, where, map packs are free, and, just bank off the fact that people are going to buy enough supply drops to, keep the franchise afloat, which I think definitely are. Although based on the way they're describing this game and everything that I've seen so far, I'm curious to see how they're going to handle that. The game seems to have a more realistic tone, a more dark tone, a more grounded feel to it. And I'm not sure how they're trying to be very realistic and be very authentic. So I'm kind of curious how supply drops are going to function in the game. I'm sure they'll find a way, because it's Call of Duty at this point. It's modern day gaming. It's gonna stay like that, but that's fine. I'm not complaining about it. That's just the reality of the situation at this point. So 3 editions basically. 4 of his digital base edition is the same thing. It's just digital. I would say you might as well opt for the Pro edition if you're gonna play the game enough, like I will. You might as well just get the season pass for an extra $40. Like I get pre-ordering as kind of a mixed bag nowadays, and people don't really like it. To me, if I know I'm gonna like a game and I know I'm gonna like Call of Duty, I'm gonna pre-order it. It just makes sense to me. You get bonuses, might as well. Next piece of news: in the campaign, apparently you're not gonna have auto regeneration of health or auto refill of ammo. You're gonna have to ask for a medic or another squad member to get you ammo or to heal you. I like that. I think that's a really interesting way to handle it. Obviously, they're going for more of a, like they've said, they're going for more of a brotherhood kind of feel, a more of feeling like your brothers, your companions are there for you and you're there for them, and building like a family bond kind of deal. And I like that. I think that's kind of cool. It makes it more realistic. I know some people, I think in one of Drifter's videos, he was speculating on whether this was going to be part of the multiplayer too. I don't think so. I honestly wouldn't want that. I would think multiplayer should stay how it's been. You get auto regeneration of health. Obviously, like in hardcore, you wouldn't have it, but I mean, maybe that could be an interesting mode idea, or you have to ask for a medic, or ask for a squad member to get more ammo. Besides that, though, I just think in the campaign that's a cool idea. I support it. Okay, anything else? No, nothing with that. Moving on, you're gonna be playing as a 19-year-old Ronald Red Daniels. That's cool. Apparently, your guy's from Texas, and he's just a regular old kid who's going to be fighting to travel to Europe and fight the Nazis. Awesome. And then I think the biggest piece of news we did get out of this is the headquarters mode, which basically it's looking like Destiny's Tower is the probably the easiest way to describe it. Apparently it's going to be up to 48 players based on I think it was the back of the box or the pre-order box at the bottom that's coming out saying up to 2 to 48 players online. And it's going to be a way to, interact with other players, socialize, show off your achievements and your, things like prestiging. In the screenshot in the video, it's about a 7 or 9 second clip. We can basically infer that 55 is going to be the max level of the game. Awesome. I like that idea. I like 55 as a leveling system. It's nostalgic for COD 4 MW Remastered. I like it. Might as well keep it like that. Curious what exactly all you're going to be able to do in this area, in this mode. But I'm excited either way. I think it's pretty cool. And then moving on, they gave hints at what the third mode is. Obviously, there's campaign, there's multiplayer, there's co-op. It's basically Nazi zombies. They described it as the Third Reich's last-ditch attempt to build an army to win the war. And Glenn Schofield, he was pressured to answer anything about it, and he gave us that little nugget. So that's pretty cool. Nazi zombies is back. I always liked Nazi zombies. I liked World at Wars, and the first Black Ops is the best. World at War is probably better. I just have a lot of memories with those two games, zombies mode. Black Ops 2 was whatever, and 3 I don't think I even really bothered with it too much. I just think they kind of got too crazy and too out there. But Nocturne and Toten was such a great map. Doris, great. I mean, even like Ascension and Keynote or Toten were just amazing. I'm hoping. I know Drifter speculated. I know I'm name dropping Drifter a lot. I watch his videos. He talked about he thinks it's not going to be the round-based mode like Treyarch's done in the past and the other Call of Duty games have done. He thinks it's going to be an actual campaign to try to switch it up, and like maybe that it's not going to just be a zombies thing. It's just maybe this mission set is zombies, and then it moves on whatever else. That would be cool. I have a feeling they're going to stick. They're going back to their roots. I think they're going to stick to the round-based game mode, make it similar enough to Treyarch's original World at War zombies to be familiar and be fun. And, they're going to put their spin on it because they like to innovate. They like to do things differently. I'm going to put the picture on screen, of course. The zombie looks frightening as ever. So I'm hyped for that. He's got a nosebleed for sure. All right. And then I think 2 more things. No, just 1 more. Basically, the next time we're going to get any details about the game, major details at least, is going to be about multiplayer. And it's going to be at E3. And it's going to be playable, apparently. Which is very exciting to hear. And the 3 multiplayer details we really did get was, first off, War, which is a narrative-driven mode, which brings a gripping new layer of excitement to Axis versus Allies team play. Cool. I'm not sure if it's going to be like War from World at War, and, they had it in Advanced Warfare, etc. I'm not sure if it's going to be that, or if it's an entirely new thing. Not sure. Division, either way, I'm excited. Divisions, a new approach to create a class and character customization as you enlist in a division and progress through the ranks. Was it Drifter? It might have been Nadeshot. I remember I watched some YouTuber's video, and they talked about how they think this is going to be similar to what Ghosts did with, you had your character, you leveled them up, and then you got a new character, and then you did that for the prestiges. That could be very similar. That kind of sounds like what it is. Maybe it's something different. I wouldn't be opposed to it. If it's that, or if it's something completely new. They love to innovate, so we'll have to wait and see, but that sounds exciting. And then the third was Headquarters, like I mentioned before. It's the brand new social feature where you rally and interact with your fellow soldiers, as he says. That sounds awesome. It looks awesome. I'm excited. Overall, the trailer looked amazing. I'm excited that we're back in World War II, back in this era. The only thing I'd have to say that it does, I kind of don't like, is the fact that it seems to be only Europe and it's only Americans versus the Germans. The thing I loved about World at War was it kind of flipped it on its head. Whereas basically every other World War II game up to that point was entirely Americans versus Germans or Russians versus Germans. But it had the Americans versus the Japanese in World War. And, you know, that A, brings in a lot more guns that we can use, and B, a different experience that we hadn't had before, except for, like, Medal of Honor, Medal of Honor, Rising Sun, which is a, you know, good game. I enjoyed it. That was one of the few games I can remember. I mean, there's another Medal of Honor game, I believe.
Wow.
I actually think I had, it was like a 4-disc install, but it never installed for me, and I kept trying time after time after time, and it wouldn't let me. I'm kind of mad now that I think about it. Okay, besides that, though, yeah, that's the only thing I really have to say is the lack of diversity in who we're going to play as, seemingly. Now, I don't know if that's just a single-player thing only, and in multiplayer we're going to have more factions. We're going to have, you know, British, French, Italian, and of course maybe we'll get Russians and Japanese, and who knows. I think that'd be really cool if in the multiplayer we had that. And of course, if they're going to go with the whole idea of that Drifter was saying, if the co-op campaign is different things and it's not just zombies and that's just one of the aspects of it, you know, what if they threw in other co-op campaigns that were in those other eras? Not eras, areas of the world, of the war. I feel like that's a little much. I don't know if that's their focus. And maybe if multiple of the studios are, you know, thinking about going back to World War II or going back in time, that maybe they're going to leave different aspects of the war to different studios. Or maybe this is going to be Sledgehammer's deal, and we're going to get World War II 2 in 3 years after this. Who knows? But that's the only thing that bums me out a little bit. But what we have looks incredible. It looks amazing. Visceral, as they said it 1,500,000 times. My ears are starting to bleed. It looked amazing. And I'm excited, and I'm happy we're back in this era, and it's what I've wanted, and I'm just happy. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought about Call of Duty World War II, about the trailer, about all the news that's come out. Are you guys excited? What's your favorite World War II Call of Duty gun? What's your favorite map? What's your favorite mission? What's your best memory of World War II Call of Duty? Put that down below. Let me know. If you guys liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more, and I'll definitely see you guys later. And bye.